the Orioles have to look at the Yankees now and go, uh-oh, they're about to get hot. They're not going to be cold for the rest of the year. They're about to get hot. And at the end of the day, if you want to beat that lineup, you have to have great pitching. You put Skubal and Burns at the top of that rotation, changes everything for the Orioles. They know it. Everybody knows it. So.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom, coming in hot, Chichi, and trade deadline, trades everywhere, rumors of trades, they're coming in hot too, man. What's going on today, brother?
Dude, they are coming in hot. We were ready to start, and it's like, wait, hold on. Look what you just look at this. Look at that. Look at this. I got right now, as we're recording, I got Nightingale's Twitter up. I got Bowden. I got Ken Rosenthal. I got Heyman. I got Sherman. Who else? I got Morosi up there.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen right now.
Dude,
There's so many things, dude, that, we touched on Lorenzen yesterday to the Royals. The Blue Jays are quietly really active. I mean, Kikuchi to the Astros for three pretty good players too. They also sent Justin Turner, went to the Mariners. I like that pickup for the Mariners. I mean, they're trying to go. They got a Rosarena. Now they got Justin Turner and Danny Jansen.
Yeah.
Catcher went to the Red Sox. Catcher went to the Red Sox.
You think they're done?
I don't think they're done, dude.
Right.
You think Bichette or Guerrero goes in the next day? I mean, in a couple hours, right? What is it, 4:00 today? I don't think Guerrero's going anywhere. Bichette, maybe. I don't know.
It's crazy, man. Think about the names, just those two names, and then you add like Jackson Holliday's name is out there. Like these like almost like I don't think anybody's untradeable today. I don't think anybody's untradeable. It's all
I agree.
open.
I agree. There's so many. I mean, and also Lane Thomas of the Guardians from the Nats. That's a nice little, hey, Lane Thomas is having a pretty good year. These are some of the rumors that we're hearing. Jorge Soler.
Oh,
back to the Braves, which they got him a couple years ago too. Yankees reportedly interested in Yandy Diaz.
What do you think on that?
Yeah. Oh man, I think I like it. I mean, he rakes. He's not having a huge year, but
Josh wasn't having a huge year, and all of a sudden he hits a home run every at bat.
Exactly, dude. But what we talked about yesterday, when you get to a race and you're a good player, all of a sudden your skills start to come out a little better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And by the way, just super quick on that lineup now, looks a little different with Stanton back in it with Chisholm there. I mean,
oh, dude, you kidding me? I told you. What did I say yesterday? They're about to take off, dude. Stanton with Chisholm hit 2 bombs yesterday. Obviously, one off Stott late in the game, but still, just his presence. He's another base running threat. When you start to watch the team now, wow, that's a lot more exciting. And dude, having Stanton in there, having Big G, it makes that team so much different. And how about Judgy for a second? 2 bombs last night. He's at 99 ribbies, dude. It's not even August.
Yeah,
he's got 39 bombs, 99 ribbies, man. This guy is on another planet.
Another planet, and you would think he would be the unanimous MVP pick if you ended the season today, but I don't think he will be. And there's a guy you love who you wanted to talk about today, even before this. Yeah. Who is it?
Well, we've been talking so much about Judgy and how good he is, and I don't know if we're all really paying attention to a guy that is sitting right there with him. Bobby Witt Jr., man. We've talked about him a lot this season, but the Royals are still 58-49, right in the hunt, right in the wild card, in the mix of it. And Bobby Witt Jr. hit a grand slam last night in the 8th. They were down 4-3, and he put them up 8-5. They were down 5-4. He put them up 8-5. And then I was like, oh, let me go see what Bobby Witt Jr. is doing, because I'm, not paying attention like I should be. He's hitting 347, Chinch. 347, dude.
Yep.
With 19 bombs, 75 stakes, 23 stolen bases, dude. He has a 988 OPS, almost 1,000 OPS, and plays a Gold Glove shortstop, man. Plays the premium position at short. I mean, so... I just think we think Judgy's running away with it, and Soto's right there. I mean, Bobby Witt Jr. is right there, bro. This is going to be a 3-dog race. There's no doubt about it at the end there. Yeah. But 347, guys are still hitting for average. I mean, we always have that debate. How come nobody's hitting 300? There are guys still doing it. So what does that tell you, man? Exactly. There's still got good hitters out there hitting 300. More guys should be closer to it and not be in the – it's still a pet peeve. You go up and down these lineups and you're still like, hey, guy's hitting 175, but this guy's hitting 180. Like, you got some ones in your lineup, you're going to have problems, Bobby Witt Jr., 347, 1975, 23 stolen bases. Man, this guy is an absolute stud, and he's only 24.
24. Yeah. If you could scratch his name off of that and put George Brett there, and that's like he's having a George Brett season with some bags.
Yeah, no, seriously. He actually is. You know what? It's funny. Every time I see, because I told you, I managed him at the Under Armour All-American game when he was in high school. And I remember thinking, if this guy's not the number one pick, then I don't know what a number one pick looks like. And that year, Adley Rutschman went 1 and Witt went 2. And I know they have Gunnar Henderson, but do you ever think that the Orioles might think we made the wrong pick? I don't know, because this guy's only going to get better, dude. I think he's going to be a perennial MVP candidate for the next 10 years. And he was passed on in the draft. Just saying. I know Adley Rutschman's an incredible player, incredible catcher, but Bobby Witt Jr. is a generational player.
He really is. He does every single thing at the most premier position.
Yes.
Well, what more could you ask for? You can't. Statistically, you can't ask for anything more than what he's doing. It really is cool to see him going. And again, like you said, 24.
24 days, only getting better. Like, you watch the evolution of him. Dude, last year he was 1 stolen base away from, what did he have? He had
49.
From 50. 30 bombs, 50 bags, 1 stolen base away.
Yeah. I mean, that team's in it. Everybody's in it, dude. Everybody's in it to win it. I just don't know. Here, another guy you were mentioning, the Yankees, and who needs what? People are talking Blake Snell all over again. 15 strikeouts the other night.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, you get that last couple months of the season, man. You think about it like, I know he's making X amount of money, but dude, if we got him, that gives us a chance to win the World Series. Like, Blake Snell's going to go somewhere to a team. If he does go somewhere, it's going to be to win a World Series.
Yeah. The only thing about Blake Snell is you got to eat that contract.
Exactly.
Not eat it. Are you getting the Cy Young guy, the 15 strikeout guy? You look at his splits. Mm-hmm. When he's on, he's the 2 Cy Young Award winners. His other years, he's an average pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big reason. And remember, the Yankees are already at the cap limit. Anything over, they're paying 100% tax on it.
Yeah, but flipping it to other sides, like, there's guys who are proven winners who are moving, like Justin Turner. You love that,
dude. I love that. I love Justin Turner of the Mariners, dude. First off, this guy is one of the greatest postseason players in the history of the game. So you talk about down the stretch. I think this is going to rejuvenate Justin Turner. Listen, you don't want to be a guy like Justin Turner at the end of your career on a team like the Blue Jays who are out of it and just like grinding to come to the park. Like, you actually need a purpose and a reason to come to the park. So, I mean, Justin Turner, man, bam, he gets that purpose, gets that reason right now with the Mariners. So, love that pickup. And dude, the other move that the Blue Jays made, Kikuchi to the Astros, I love that. Obviously, they've been so banged up with starting pitching. They're waiting for Verlander to come back here soon, which is huge. But Kikuchi's had a weird year, man. He's a punch-out pitcher. Right, he's got more strikeouts than innings pitched, I believe. He's really struggled in his last. Kikuchi's having a great, but he isn't having a great year. But he strikes out a lot of batters. 130 and 115 2/3 innings pitched. Doesn't walk many either at 30. And he's only owed $3.3 million. So when you go up and down and you look at him, but he's 0-4. With a 7.75 ERA in his last 8 starts.
It's tough. It's tough to say, like, oh, if we get the pitcher, he's going to figure it out here. Now,
but
hey, why not give it a shot?
Well, and I also think this is where scouting comes in. This is always your analytics that much better. You know, remember when Garrett Cole went to the Astros? Like, what the heck?
Right.
This is incredible. He's throwing more four seamers at the top of the zone. He's not pitching to contact anymore. He's trying to strike out guys. Goes from the Pirates, who were telling Garrett Cole, pitch to contact, and glass now. That was a bad go. Pitch to contact. Garrett Cole goes there, and Glasnow goes to the Rays. Different philosophy, different scouts, different analytics. All of a sudden, Kikuchi has the stuff. Well, now he has a different framework and a different idea than maybe the Blue Jays did, and maybe he goes to another level. Who knows?
That's a great point, because even on the hitting side, remember we saw it with J.D. Martinez in Houston. They had a hitting philosophy that I know you didn't love back then. A lot of people didn't love back then. And then he goes and becomes one of the best hitters in baseball. So he
got released from the Astros.
Unbelievable. Put a quick bow on your Justin Turner thing. 9 seasons he's played in the postseason, 19 series. He's a career 270 postseason hitter, and that's not even giving him credit. He's got 13 career postseason bombs, 42 career postseason RBIs.
RBIs. Yeah, dude. I think he's an all-time Dodger. Think about the Dodger history. I'm close. I know I'm close on this stat. I might not be right on, but I think he's the all-time leader in RBIs for the Dodgers postseason.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So there's another thing here. Bob Myingale just posted this. San Francisco Giants, who dumped DH Jorge Soler and his contract last night, plan to keep starter Blake Snell and give their team a legitimate shot at the playoffs. So there's one answer, at least from Bob. They're 4 games back in a wild card race, 53 and 55. Next 12 games against teams with losing records. God, these guys are good at tweeting.
Yeah, and they're moving to that. I mean, they're 53 and 53 and 55. They won 4 in a row. You know, and that I really believe that wild card right now is wide open, dude. That's why this trade deadline. You said it yesterday. You had a great point, Chinch, about it's just different now. You might get Michael Lorenzen, but you're also getting a good player back that's helping you. Like, teams are trading now that are both in it to get what they need. I think that's the biggest difference. You're not just dumping players.
Yeah.
Like you used to. Now you're seeing, oh, they're in it and they're in it and they swapped. Yeah, they have a need for that. They have a need for a catcher. They have a need for a pitcher. They have a need for a guy that can run a little bit. They need some power. It's just, I love it. I think it's made the trade deadline better.
I love it. I love it too. Yeah. Let me give you this one. This is fun to play with. Jim Bowden, who we love, friend of the podcast.
Jim Bowden. Don't call him Bowden. He will come after you.
Okay, I definitely have.
I've seen it.
Best players that could be traded between now and 6 p.m. Eastern. Your boy from the Tigers, Scooble, Snell, Crochet, Flaherty, Tanner Scott, Kyle Finnegan, Yandy Diaz, Eloy Jimenez, we haven't mentioned yet, Taylor Ward, Luis, how do you say it? Ringing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, him, and Brent Rooker.
And who? Who's the last one?
Brent Rooker.
Oh, dude, Rooker's. I mean, Rooker's the guy that I think could be a huge bat for somebody. Huge. To me, Rooker's the big bat. You know, it makes sense for the A's too to trade him. I think Rooker's a little older too. It's kind of didn't get to the big leagues until he was like 26. So he's 29. That doesn't mean he's old, but it means he rakes.
Yeah, exactly. Here's another one from Heyman. Yankees and Astros are among the teams considering Yandy Diaz. Pirates,
Astros too. Wow.
Pirates may have an outside chance, says Heyman.
Hey, Yandy Diaz?
Yes.
Dude, everybody around her keeps asking me, what are the Pirates doing? And I know Ben Cherington, GM for the Pirates. He's looking. He's trying to make a move. You know, there's so many. The tough part about it is this is where prospects come into play. Do you have the prospects to sway somebody else away from another club? You know, because if the Orioles have the prospects, if they offer up a Jackson Holiday or a Kobe Mayo or, you know, Norby, these guys, or in Kerstad, they're trading with the Orioles. They're not coming to some lower, oh, we have a couple good guys, they're decent. No, we don't want decent. We want frontline prospects. That's why the scouting departments and the draft, you know, is so important, because come to this time, a deal that these guys make could sway the pennant or no pennant from the prospects that you've collected through trades or drafts.
Yeah, and stay on a Pirates, man, because you love the way they're battling, dude. They're battling in these games.
Oh, dude. Well, dude, last night, unbelievable. Michael Taylor hits a 3-run bomb, and I believe in the ninth to put him up and beat the Astros. I mean, and you got – Chinch, here's the other thing. I think Skeens went 7 innings, and he went 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, I believe. No, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 6 punchies. By the way, he's got a 1.90 ERA. Is that good? And, you know, when you look at that, if you're a Pirate fan or if you're just a fan of Paul Skeens, when he pitches from here on out, you gotta win those starts. You can't waste Paul Skeens' starts because he's one of those guys like last year, Garrett Cole with the Yankees. You know, we're gonna be in the ball game. We got to find a way to win Skeens to start. So huge W last night for the Buccos. Like I said, they scored 1 in the 8th. O'Neal Cruz hit a double to tie it. And then they scored 3 in the 9th to Michael Taylor at a 3-run bomb.
Yeah, man, they're grinding for it. They're going for it. I mean, they get another bat. They need a bat, right? If you're the Pirates,
they need 2 bats.
2 bats.
I think so. I think so. I think they need 2 bats. If I'm being honest, because you look at this. You got Bay playing last night. He's hitting 188. Michael Taylor, who hit the bomb, he's hitting 209. With a 568 OPS. Like, there's some guys in this lineup that, I mean, they got Triolo starting. He's hitting 199 with a 547. Yasmani Grandal is hitting 184. You think they need 2 bats? Yeah, they need 2.
Yeah, all right. I like that.
But I don't know if they're going to get 2. So Charrington just got to get 1, dude.
You got to
get one because they have the pitching to get there.
The other cool thing about this too is like if we go back and look even at our own shows 2 months ago, we're thinking there's guys we were talking about that we're not talking about. Like Pete Alonso's not going anywhere right now. Let's go back to that stuff. Like teams that have really kind of substantially made their run, those guys are off the boards, man. And I mean, you're not trading Pete Alonso anymore, so that bat is off the table. If you ask me,
dude, he's definitely off the table. You can't. The Mets need Pete Alonso. The Reds are interesting too, bro.
Yeah, let's talk.
They beat the Cubs 7-1 last night. They just traded Frankie Montas to the Brewers. Another trade. Jeez, so many good trades. Yeah. Another trade. Montas has been okay, a little over a 5 ERA. But man, the Reds. I'm just waiting for the Reds to make that run. Jeez, they get like 53 and they get 2 games below. Oh, they lose 3 in a row. It's like they can't make the run, Chinch.
Dude, I have a lot of followers that are Reds fans just organically from doing the show with you, and dude, they're like, please come on, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh, they're so close, dude. And I don't know. I'm not totally sure of this, but I believe Matt McClain's coming back at some point.
Yes. He started rehab, I believe. Hey, here's another one from Morosi real quick. This is so much fun, dude. Why not throw this stuff out there?
Yeah.
So we were talking Blue Jays. They're not done yet. Morosi agrees with you. Here's other guys they're listening on. Chad Green. We forget about Chad Green.
We're a big reliever.
There's a good
used to be with the Yankees. They said the Yankees are looking back at Chad Green. They're in the mix probably.
Yeah, and another former Yankee, IKF, is he's on a rehab assignment with Buffalo, but apparently people want him. Obviously, he plays great defense.
Dude, the IKF's having a great offensive year too. IKF could swing it.
There you go. And the other one is Trevor Richards.
Trevor Richards, okay, pitcher.
So they are definitely an active.
Yeah, they're sellers. They are sellers. The Blue Jays. And one thing that we know now, they're sellers.
Yeah, that's interesting. Again, the teams are and look, the Dodgers just keep getting guys.
Dodgers, and the Brewers.
I love it. I love what these teams are doing. They're really getting after it. Let's see if there's anything else new on the front here. I got to pull up. I just put down Bobby Witt Jr.'s batting average right here. Let's see what else we got here.
How about the Brewers, dude? We don't talk about them enough. 61-45. Whipped up on the Braves last night, 8-3.
Yep.
How about this is huge, bro. The Diamondbacks scored 5 last night in the bottom of the 9th to beat the Nationals, dude. 9-8.
How about that?
Well, you want to talk about listen, that's what I said yesterday, dude. This fires me up because that's what it does. Oh, you're in the race, you're down 5 in the 9th. Let's go, boys. Let's get a couple guys on, bloop and a blast, whatever we got to do. Let's crawl, scratch and crawl. And Corbin Carroll is the guy who's had a terrible season. He's the guy that hits the walk-off homer to win it last night. You know, first career walk-off home run by Corbin Carroll. Yeah. But that's what being in it in the end of July, August, September does. You put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 9th because you're like, we need to keep fighting and clawing because every game is going to matter.
And guess what? You have it fresh in your mind what you did last year. You know, you're going out with experience this year. That's
right.
It. You know,
Right.
They've been saying it all along. Like, you know, on their down stretches this season, it's like, hey, they had to come back to get into the postseason last year. And then the run they made was unbelievable. All you got to do is get in, man. That's the thing. I keep saying it's like hockey playoffs now. Doesn't matter what you're seeded or whatever. You can win the World Series if you get in. And win the Pirates a World Series,
dude. and you almost want to get in as a wild card.
Yeah, right.
Go back to last year. 3 of the 4 division winners lost. Lost. You know what I mean? Like, so like, or whatever. The top 3.
No, you're right.
3 of the top 4 division winners, I believe, lost last year. Like, Dodgers got bumped out. I mean, and the wild card. You know, the Rangers came from the wild card in the finals, and so did the Diamondbacks. So 2 wild card teams were in the World Series last year.
Speaking of the Rangers, what's your take on them right now? You know, you got DeGrom coming back. They're selling. I don't know,
dude. I think they're just kind of in it. They're still in it. I don't think CY would totally sell. So they're 52 and 55. Yeah, that division is still open, right? Let me look at the West. Yeah. You look at the West. I mean, they're 3.5 back of the division, Chinch. 3.5 back of the division.
So what are they?
They're still in it, dude. The Rangers are not punting. I know they traded Lorenzen, but they got some stuff back too. So
yeah, that wasn't a give. That wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. So, you know, it's the Mariners, dude, lost 14-7 last night to the Red Sox. I mean, they need Turner and Rosarina. They need these bats to wake up. Yeah. Score. They've scored. They have scored in the last few games where they did put up a big number in the last series, but I don't know, man. This is a lot of fun, dude. It's a lot. And how about the Tampa Bay Rays, dude, talking about trading Yandy Diaz? They're 2 games over 500.
Well, that's what
Rosarina, Yandy Diaz. Like I said, when you're trading with the Rays, you got to be careful because they usually know, like, oh, we got this back. This guy's incredible or something, you know?
Well, but I'm looking at those standings right now, and you say the Rays. I think that's kind of your answer to why the Blue Jays are selling right now. Orioles, Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, Blue Jays. You're going to be playing those teams down the stretch, hopefully. Schedule. Some teams are playing interleague teams more than they're playing their own divisions in the next month or so, which is also weird.
Do you know who has the best record in baseball outside the Phillies?
Give it to me. I'm
the Guardians.
There you go.
Seriously, I'm looking at these standings like
4 and 42.
The Guardians have a better record than the Orioles and the Dodgers. And the Dodgers.
You're absolutely right. That's unbelievable.
The Guardians, good. It goes Phillies, Guardians. So the Guardians got that, made that deal for Lane Thomas. That's a nice little pickup.
Yep.
Those guys know what they're doing in Cleveland, dude. They take a low payroll. Antonetti and those guys, they know exactly what they're doing. And they find a way to win every single year. And then they got Stephen Vogt as manager. I mean, Voter's doing a great job his first year. So
looks like manager of the year at this moment.
Oh, I do. They're second best. Their payroll, I don't know what their payroll is, but it's way below everyone else's.
What was the deal with, like, it's just amazing. Those teams have to do it that way. You need great management to get rid of, like, a Francisco Lindor. You have to hit that.
Yeah, you have to nail that
and slam home run. Otherwise, your franchise is going to go down, and your fans are going to hate you.
Right.
And then you flip to the other side of the town. The Mets, Mets have Lindor. They're going for it. Dero said they could win the World Series this year.
Wow. Wow, really?
Yeah, he was almost Leiter, though, and Leiter kind of did a little wince.
Leiter poo-pooed it.
He poo-pooed it a little.
Dude, what about and also don't sleep on the Padres, dude. They're 57 and 51, one of the hottest teams in the game.
Yep.
They're making some moves. So
it's really
and hey, listen. Do you know who's leading that staff right now too?
We got
Padres? Michael King.
Your guy.
The guy they got for Soto, and the Yankees knew they had a stud pitcher there, but the guy's got a 3.2 ERA. He's nasty, dude. Watching him firsthand last year in that dugout, getting a chance to watch him every fifth day, I knew when they traded, King into the Padres, I'm like, wow, they're getting they're getting an ace.
You said that all offseason, and when the season started, that's a great call.
They're getting an ace. Yeah,
you're on fire this year with your predictions.
Hi, we're locked in, dude. We're doing it every day. We're locked in. Yeah. Got the MLB Network. Got here. I'm all over the place.
There you go. All right, so AL West. Let's dig in on that because the Angels have some guys that people are looking for right now. But you got the Astros, Mariners, Rangers right there. That is going to be a dogfight to the end. So maybe whoever gets what they need the most in the next however many hours, that's going to put them over the top. I mean, you're looking 3.5 games separating all three teams in that division.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, that division's wide open. That's why you're seeing the Mariners making 2 moves. Mm-hmm. You're seeing the Astros go get Kikuchi. They know it's wide open, dude. They all know they're one player away. And that's why Oakland's sitting there at the bottom. You'd have to think they're going to – you wonder if they're going to move Rooker, but you wonder if they're going to move Mason Miller. Because Mason Miller could change everything, dude. You get Mason Miller to the Orioles at the back end of that pen, they miss Batista a ton. You know what I mean? So you get all of a sudden get a lockdown guy at the back end of that pen for any of those teams would be huge. But I don't think the Yankees are done. I don't think a lot of these teams are done yet, man. I think the Phillies might still want to do something. Obviously, the Braves just got Soler. The Brewers have made a couple nice moves in their bullpen and Frankie Montas in that rotation. The Buccos need a bat or two. They're still around there. The Dodgers have made a couple moves. You'd have to think AJ Preller, he's not done yet. He's always trying to do something. So it's going to be fun. What is it? Ended today, 6:00?
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun next few hours, bro. Buckle up.
The other thing, too, is if you are a Tigers or White Sox fan, you got to be watching. You got some of the big guns out there that you could really stock up your franchise with. Yeah. And I think it's really an arms race for who can get the White Sox guys or the Tigers guys.
Well, I think the biggest deal, if it happens, is if Skubal goes to the Orioles and they bring back Jackson Holiday or something like that. Because when you put Skubal, the Orioles have to look at the Yankees now and go, uh-oh, they're about to get hot. They're not going to be cold for the rest of the year. They're about to get hot. And at the end of the day, if you want to beat that lineup, you have to have great pitching. You put Skubal and Burns at the top of that rotation, changes everything for the Orioles. They know it. Everybody knows it. So I think that's the one. If that goes down or doesn't go down, that's going to shape this postseason.
Yeah, and back to your point about the Yankees, too. Nestor Cortez's name has been out there. That guy's been one of your most reliable pitchers. And your point from earlier, it's like, hey, if we got to get rid of Nestor to make our team better in some other way, that's what you're going to see maybe. And it's also interesting to see, like you said, the Orioles and the Yankees are in this race for that division, and they're really going head to head on this stuff. It'll be interesting if that means they're going to try to get their guys immediately or now, if you're a GM, or if you get that deal close, but try to get it done as close to the deadline so that the other guy can't match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a really quirky thing. There's
so much strategy to this deadline, man. Yeah.
This was when it was fun to work with John.
But we're not done.
We are not
done.
Remember John Hart would just take his glasses off? Tell you guys something.
Yeah. We're about to deliver the mail here. We're about to deliver the mail. Let me tell you what's going to happen here.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth and lies being discussed right now.
A lot, yes.
Real quick, super quick story. Where would you have been different if there was an MLB network when the trade deadline was going on when you were playing? Because
dude,
it's unbelievable. These guys just These
guys are locked in, bro. These guys are locked in. These guys are paying attention, and the teams that are getting guys are like, yes.
Right. Yeah. So cool. All right. So we got all that going on. We're going to see what happens. Hey, if something astronomical happens, maybe we'll do a little emergency pod a little later.
Yeah. Something. If Skubal goes, we should do something.
All right. Great.
All right,
folks. Have fun watching today.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Me and Case are locked in.
Yeah. Enjoy this, fans. This is what it's all about right here. If you love the game, trade deadline. So, all right, Chancey, love you, brother. Great seeing you. Everyone out there, thanks for listening. We appreciate you all along for the ride with us. Catch you guys tomorrow.